MySQL, XML, and as well as the flat file. As these three sources I want to use, and whereas the target I want to use it as a Oracle target I want to use. Based on this four technology infrastructure which I defined it. The data servers I defined the physical schema, I defined the logical schema, I mapped the logical schemas to physical schemas. By that, my infrastructure definition in the topology navigator is completed. Now as a developer, we need to use a designer and we need to start setting up the project. Whereas in the project we can have the collection of related object definitions we are going to keep in my project. Under the project we have the different object types like folders, packages, mappings, procedures, variables, sequences, user defined functions, knowledge modules, markers. Like this we have the different types of object types available in my projects. Generally based on my requirement, I create a project, and each project will have their own knowledge modules, where those knowledge modules we are going to use in my mappings we are going to use. And we have the global knowledge modules also, whereas the global knowledge modules can be used in the any project. But whereas the project knowledge modules can be used only in that project. Like based on my requirement, where I can able to create a different projects which I can able to create. Like I want to load the data into my warehouse, or I want to extract from e-business suite and load into my space cube. Like that, where I can have the multiple projects which I can create. By that, all my related object definitions I'm going to define in that project.
Okay.
As I can create a new project like this. When you create a project, when you had a space, automatically it was going to use the code was going to be generated without having the space, and the code will be the used internally. The project name is the logical name which we are going to read it. Whereas internally the code is the one which is going to be implemented. Once we create the project, under the project a folder will be created. One project we can create the multiple folders. By that, as if you want to group your object definitions, I can able to group those object definitions under the folder. Whereas a project to project object definitions are not shareable, but objects from the folder to folder are shareable. That is only for the folder is created only for the logical grouping of your object definitions.
Okay. Among the project we cannot able to share, but within the project objects can be shared.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Like this, I can create the multiple folders I can create. By that, your objects like your packages, mappings, procedures, those we can able to share from one folder to other folder. Generally, project we use it whenever you are creating a new implementation where you want to separate those object definitions to be isolated from the other project. Then we create as a project. When you want to organize only for the logical grouping purpose, but we want to share an object from one object to other object, then we go ahead with the folder.
Okay. Without project.
Yeah. Under the
So is
project,
it
the
is
folder.
it is it is it possible without project still we can do some activities?
No, project is compulsory.
Okay.
Under the when you create a project itself, one folder also will be created automatically. That
Mhm.
folder only we are going to have all object definitions. But if you want to have additional folders, we can create.
Okay.
Knowledge modules is the code templates which you're going to use to generate your code. The knowledge module as written with the substitution methods they used. It is using like a similar to the Java code. but the methods which they use, the ODI substitution methods, and they define these knowledge modules. Based on this knowledge module only, the actual code which is going to be generated was going to be defined.
Okay. Knowledge
And the
models are written in Java code.
yeah,
Huh?
similar to the Java code is correct.
Okay.
And and they use these methods, ODS substitution methods, which we call. Those substitution methods are called in this knowledge modules.
In this knowledge models.
Generally,
Okay.
yes, and many predefined knowledge modules are available. If you want to create your own knowledge module, we can create as well. Or we can
Okay.
customize the existing knowledge module also, we can customize it.
Okay.
Basically, we have the 6 different types of knowledge modules we have. LKM we call as a loading knowledge module, which used to get the data from the source to staging area. And where we have an IKM knowledge module, which we call as the integration knowledge module, which is used to get the data from staging area to the final tables. And CKM knowledge module or the check knowledge modules, which can able to check for the constraints, like as we had the primary key constraints, foreign key constraints, or if we have any other constraints, as we can able to check the quality of the data with help of this CKM knowledge module. And we have an RKM knowledge module, which we call as a reverse engineering knowledge module. Help of that we can create a model in the ODA based on your database schema. And the model data stores was going to be created based on the tables in your schema. Doing this process, which we call as a reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is the process getting the definition of your table definitions from your database schema into the ODA as data stores and models. And we have a JKM knowledge module, that is a generalizing knowledge module, mainly useful for my CDC implementation, change data capture implementation. And we have an SKM, that is a data services, mainly to access my data from the data stores. With help of this APIs, we can able to access those data. And based on my requirement, I need to import the knowledge modules into my project. By that, I can able to use those knowledge modules in my mappings. I can able to use it. First, I need to import into the knowledge modules to be in the project. And even the global, we have the knowledge modules are there. We can use them. But if you want to have the other knowledge modules, which we require to import them. Generally, the knowledge modules, we have a technology specific knowledge modules are there, and we have a generic one we have. Generally, we use a generic one, we use it, but the generic one we not have the performance for testing purpose. To my work is done or not, we go with the generic one. Then afterwards, to fine tune it to get the performance, we can go with the technology specific one as well.
Okay.
Like if we have the technology specific is available, we can try to use the technology specific one. By that performance, it can be increased.
Okay.
Sometimes,
So best practice is using the technology specific knowledge model, right?
yes, correct.
Okay. For yeah. So initially we just go with the generic knowledge models, then we'll go. Okay.
Like that we can see that if you go with the generic, for example, the technology specific, if you have no challenges, then you go with the
Mm-hmm.
generic one and see the performance is okay. If not, then we need to go with the technology specific. Some
Okay.
of the technologies we may not have the knowledge module, then we need to go with the generic one.
Okay.
For example, we have an LKM. I want to load the data from the flat file to the Oracle
Okay.
database. I want to load the data. I can use LKM file to SQL. That is a generic one. LKM file
Okay.
to SQL is the generic one. But for the Oracle specific, I have an SQL loader functionality and loading the data. Whereas using this SQL loader functionality and loading the data will work faster as if you go with the generic one, file to SQL.
Okay. Okay. So SQL loader specific function we have.
Yes, because it uses the database for generally the database as if you want to load the data as a bulk data in the Oracle database, we use an SQL loader functionality and we can able to load the data from the flat file into my Oracle database. That
Okay.
makes it
Okay.
faster. When you had a flat file volume is huge. I had a
Mhm.
some 1,000 records or 10,000, 1,000 also okay. If you had 30,000 records, 40,000 records we have in the flat file, and if you want
Mhm.
to load the data, if you use the
Mhm.
generic one, may not be the faster. But whereas as if we use this file to SQL Oracle SQL loader, that will be makes the faster.
Even it is used as same how we are using LKM model where in the mapping section. The same
Yeah, yeah,
SQL loader can be used as an option.
yes, yes. I'll show you that how to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And the similar way, when the source is also Oracle, target is also Oracle, I can use the
Mhm.
Oracle to the Oracle DB link. This will be the faster.
Okay. Okay.
When you had a source is a Oracle, target also Oracle, then I can use the DB link functionality. The knowledge module
Okay.
which is built based on the DB link functionality will be the faster.
Okay. Oh.
And like that IKM we have like a merge. As I want to merge the data, by that we want to do the incremental update you want to do. As I want to allow to be insert and updates I want to allow, then merge will be the faster. Like that, the knowledge modules we need to identify which knowledge module is best for my source and targets. One with the experience we understand, another one with the trial and error. Like we try with
Okay.
the different knowledge module and we see the performance effect which is going to have it.
Okay.
As I can go here and import knowledge modules and I can able to import my knowledge modules. And all these knowledge modules are defined. When you install the product, we get these knowledge modules as an XML file and it is available. And those we are going to import whichever the knowledge module you want to have. While you're importing knowledge module, we have an option called as import replace. As if you go with the import replace knowledge module, if you do it, for example, there is an import we have, a right click, and if you go with the import replace, if you go, as we can able to update. For example, already some mappings I use the knowledge module. Now I want to replace the knowledge module with the a new different knowledge module. Already existing mappings also I want to change with the new knowledge module. Then we go with the import replace mode.
Okay. Okay. So you are truncating and loading.
Like for example, I used the vanilla mapping which we used it.
Hmm.
Vanilla knowledge module we used. That means out of box knowledge module we used, and we created many mappings.
Okay.
Later, some developer find out the performance issue. He fixed it and he customized the knowledge module. Or
Okay.
Oracle itself has given you the new version of the knowledge module.
Okay.
Whereas a new version of the knowledge module or the customized knowledge module working faster than the existing knowledge module.
Okay.
Then then what I need to do? I need to go with the import replace. When you go with the import
Oh,
replace, if you do it, my existing knowledge module will be replaced with the new knowledge module. By that, all the mappings, whichever is referring to the old knowledge module, was going to refer to the new knowledge module.
automatically they will refer or we need to
Auto,
rework
auto,
on the
auto,
mappings.
automatically. When you go with import replace option, automatically.
Okay, okay. Because no need to do the remappings again.
Only we need to go here, right click on the knowledge module, and I need to go with the import replace option.
Hmm.
By that, automatically the existing knowledge module will be replaced with a new knowledge module, and all my existing mappings also will be pointing to this knowledge module.
Okay.
And this is my knowledge module. Double click on it, we can able to see that editor, and the description gives me an explanation of my knowledge module. And if you go to the task, I can see the series of tasks was going to be executed by this knowledge module. And as this code here defined here is the using my ODI substitution methods. For example, as if you see here, and this is one task in my knowledge module, creating a table, creating a work table. How it is creating a work table? As you can see, ODI reference dot get table. That is nothing but ODI substitution method. It is getting the table name of your target table name, and based on that, it was going to create.
Okay. It is telling how knowledge models are working in backend. Means when we select
How?
this, it's equivalent to this code. Correct?
Yes. Yes. The
Okay.
knowledge module task has defined like this using my substitution method. This code only was
Okay.
going to be replaced with the actual code at the runtime.
Okay. So we are no need to touching this, right? So
Yes.
whatever default
I,
they
I,
are using, we
yeah, generally we no need to touch. But as if you
okay.
want to achieve some performance or fine tuning when you are doing it, we can touch this knowledge module and we can tune that one. We can
Okay.
change, we can add the new steps, we can add it, and I can change it, or I can build from the scratch. That's the reason generally in the ODI team, one Java guy will be there who can take care of doing this. Everyone in the team does not require to change the knowledge modules.
Oh, so in ODI time, there will be one Java developer so that something change is required, he can come and change in this. What is
Yes.
this section? Command section, right?
Yeah, this is the one with knowledge module right in the core, customizing the knowledge module or creating the knowledge module.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the team doesn't require, in the ODA team doesn't require the knowledge on this, but where the guys with the Java background knowledge and ODA, those people will be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And even we'll discuss one example on this. We'll discuss it. The basic example.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
And as if you want to move an object from one project to other project, we can export and import. We can do. While exporting, it was going to generate as an XML file, and where we can able to copy that file to the other project, and where we can able to import. For example, I created one mapping in one project. Another project also I want to have this mapping. Then I can go ahead with an export, and it was going to be exported, and we are going to get as a zip file, copy the zip file to the location or the same mission. Then I can use the import into the other project. I can able to do. As an individual object level, I can export and import. We can do. Even I can able to export the complete work repository. I can able to export it. While you are importing, it will ask you what type of import you want to do it, whether it is a duplicate or it is a synonym. Why it is the duplicate or synonym is each object was going to have some internal ID. Each and every object will have the internal ID. For example, the internal ID is showing as a number 7. The global ID will have some hexadecimal value. As this is the GIDs which we want when you are exporting. Do you want to retain these GIDs also? Do you want to retain or not? That means when you go with a duplication when you are importing, what will happen to the global ID? It was going to generate a new global ID or GID was going to generate. Whenever as if we use a duplication, what happens? The internal ID, the GID which is have for my object, that was going to be generated a new one. But when you use a synonym, we need to tell whether it should be the insert or update, insert or update. When we use the insert, the same GID was going to be inserted. If you go with an update, if that ID is there, it was going to be updated. If ID is not there, it was going to throw as a error. But when you go with the insert, it will try to insert with the same GUID. But if the GUID is already exist, then it was going to throw the failure. As if we want to avoid that, I need to use the insert or update. By that, if the GUID object is not available, it will insert. If already it is there, it was going to update. But why do you want to have this GIDs? For example, the same repository when you are doing it, we go with the duplication. If it is another repository, if you are importing it, then we go ahead with the synonym. For example, the same repository, as it is already an object is having an ID, another object I cannot have with the same ID. That is the reason in the same project when you are doing, we go with the duplication. When you are doing in another repository, then we'll go ahead with the synonym insert or update. Understand? Like in the same project, if you want to use an object in another project,
Uh,
we go with the
yeah. Sorry, Prem, for the same repository, if you go with the duplicate, it will retain the same global ID
number.
and internal
No,
ID.
no,
Huh?
no. Duplicate. If you
Mhm.
go, it will generate a new ID.
New global and internal ID. Okay.
Yes. If you go
Duplicate if you go.
only with the synonym, if you go, it will use the same ID.
Because as it is in a different repository.
Yes, because different
Okay.
repository we can have that number. No, the same number we can
Yeah.
have it. But
Understood. Understood. Yeah. Got it.
when importing, it will show you as the report. If you want, you can save as a report or just you can close it. Markers is not important. Let me leave it. This is only the graphical notation which we can add to the object types. Now we need to go to the designer. I want to create a new project. As of now, you see no projects.
Yeah.
Create a new project. Yes, correct. New project. And go to the PDF. There you can take the names. The PDF which I given to you. Open the PDF. You kept in the some other folder somewhere. You kept it.
Just
I'm
I
not sure.
made one folder. This one.
Yeah, yeah.
1 second. ODI just recently made.
Yeah. AG 4812 CAC. 4812 CAC.
Easy, right?
Yeah, AG. SG is the one which we discussed. Is the SG.
Okay. Okay.
Now go with the index and go with the fifth one. Click on the left top and go with the index and go with the file. Lab file.
Go with the
Setting
file.
on the yeah, five. Fifth one.
Five. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Give the project name. Scroll down. That is those all the reset and all this connecting. Is all connected. Yeah. You can copy this hands-on. Load. That is the name of the project you want. Save. Now project is created. Expand it. One folder is created as a first. Expand it. Yeah.
Okay.
First folder. Double click on the first folder. We can change the name. Go with the PDF and change the name. That is the first folder is created when you create a project. The project name you was using as a hands-on.
Yeah. What is the first folder name is hands-on, huh?
In the D,
Hands-on is this one.
yes, correct. Save. The folder is changed. Now I want to import the knowledge modules. Right click on the knowledge module. Where you can see the knowledge modules. In the project, can you see the knowledge module?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There we need to import the knowledge module. Right click.
By default, we are able to see some.
LKM, you go with LKM, expand an LKM.
Okay. Okay,
As
nothing.
of as of now, project wise, we don't have the knowledge module. But can you see the down global objects? Now go to the global knowledge modules, LKM.
Okay.
Okay, global as the global knowledge modules we have, but the project wise we don't have the knowledge modules. And this global knowledge modules also I can use in my mappings. I can use it. But the good practice is to import the knowledge module and use the knowledge modules what we imported, use it for your requirement. And even if you not import also, no problem. We can take from the global, we can take. But all knowledge modules are not imported here in the
Okay.
global.
So, okay. Global all knowledge models won't be available. Yeah. Only on the need purpose we can use, but it is not a best practice, right? Using global
Ye-
knowledge model.
yes.
Okay. Always we should take whatever knowledge model required. We can import in project and then use.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Now right click on the knowledge module, project knowledge module, import, import knowledge modules. Go with the select icon, C drive. In the drop Nagaras, you can drop down. You can, yeah, anyhow, whatever you want. Go to the Oracle, middleware, Oracle Home, ODI, agent. No, one step back you go. XML reference.
Library. It will be
One,
available in
no,
library.
no, one step back you go. Plugins you go. Go one step back. Go to the studio. Studio. 1 minute. Go to the PDF. The PDF you open in the browser. Yeah. Go next page. SDK. Okay. No. Go one more page. SDK. Okay. Go to the ODI Studio. Go to the ODI Studio. You go one step back. SDK. XML reference. Open. Click on open. Can you see all the knowledge modules? Knowledge modules are available at this location.
And these knowledge models are equivalent to whatever we are seeing global knowledge models. Is not right. It may be
Yeah,
more right in SDK.
it, it may be the more, it may be the more.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you want, we can import the knowledge module in the global also. If we import in the global, it was going to affect all my projects. Rather than making my all my projects making the affecting only for the particular knowledge module, we import and we use it.
Okay. And then in global module, even this global module are pulled from SDK only, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Now you go to the PDF. For example, based on my sources, MySQL, XML, and flat file, and the target Oracle, we decided the knowledge modules. Go to the next page. As we decided, yeah, this is the knowledge modules I want to have. You go top, just you
Okay.
scroll up. No, no, no. You went too fast. Down, go down. Next page. Yeah. Can you see the list of knowledge modules?
Yeah.
For example,
So
LKM, if you see it, what knowledge modules is trying to use it in the
yeah,
LKM?
LKM file to SQL.
That means whether they are using an SQL loader functionality,
No.
generic one is taking it.
Okay.
And LKM SQL to Oracle,
Yeah. Once
SQL,
again, generic they are using.
yeah, because you go to the ODI Studio,
Okay.
I want to import this knowledge module, LKM file to SQL,
Okay.
file to SQL, LKM, alphabetical order, file to Oracle, file to not MS SQL, file to SQL. MS SQL means only for MS SQL. Can you see?
Okay. LKM file to
Can,
SQL.
you- can you tell the difference between LKM file to MS SQL and LKM file to SQL?
Yeah, if assuming MS SQL is another DB of Microsoft, SQL is referring MySQL. Yeah, this is what I am confused because SQL, see, in Microsoft we have three different types of database, right? Like MySQL, SQL Server, and MS SQL or MS something. So
SQL,
this confuses me. Yeah.
Microsoft, they have only the one product, MS SQL Server.
Okay.
MySQL is the Oracle database, one type of database, like a Oracle database. MySQL is another type of database.
Oh, it is part of Oracle. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
My assumption was wrong. Mm.
MySQL, it was the owner of Sun product. Sun has acquired
Okay,
by the Oracle. Now the Oracle owns the MySQL as well.
okay, okay, got it.
And MySQL is an open source.
Okay,
That's the reason you remember the MySQL when you install. We had a community edition. Those are the open source database.
okay, okay. Open source databases, yeah, which can be used freely.
Yeah,
Okay. So in that case, how companies will use? Companies also use them without paying anything.
like there no support is there. If they want, they can
Hmm.
use the MySQL, but no support will be given as if you go with the open source one.
Okay, okay. Support
We
won't
have
be there. Understood.
we have the other servers which we have. Those are the support will be provided.
Got it, got it. Now I understood the difference. Yeah.
Hmm. Now, in the similar way, file to SQL is there. Another one which you are looking is a LKM SQL to Oracle. You go with the PDF
Yeah.
SQL to Oracle. because we don't have the MySQL specific knowledge modules are not available. If you go and see, MySQL specific knowledge modules are not available.
Yeah, understand.
MS SQL based knowledge modules we have, but MySQL based knowledge modules we don't have it.
Okay, MS SQL we are this is nothing but that
Microsoft,
SQL server, Microsoft SQL
yeah,
server.
yes, correct.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we don't have for MySQL.
That's the reason we need to use the standard LKM only, standard SQL only we require to use. You can type
Okay.
also. There, if you want the search option, there we can type as well. As you can see,
Mm.
MySQL is not available.
Yeah.
Now you can go with the SQL. LKM space SQL. SQL to Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
It is there already. Yeah. If you go with the down one, LKM SQL to SQL, that knowledge module can be used not specific to the Oracle target, any SQL based target. Understand?
Any SQL based okay, any
Database.
SQL based target. Okay, SQL to SQL means any SQL based target. Got it.
Like that, this is the knowledge modules which we need to tell what the source technology, what is the target technology, and we can able to play with the generic one, go ahead, or you can go with the specific one that we require to play.
Mm-hmm. So whenever target is Oracle, always we should as a generic we should use this SQL to Oracle.
Yes, that is
Provided
a bit.
provided SQL is a source and Oracle is a target. So SQL can be MySQL or SQL can be Oracle
In a,
also.
yeah,
Ah, okay. And target should be Oracle. But irrespective of any SQL related thing, we can use LKM SQL to SQL. Here, target is other than Oracle. If target is supporting other than Oracle, then we are using SQL to SQL.
correct.
Okay. So in this SQL to SQL, the source can be anything. If
Yes,
assume that if target is other than Oracle, so if source is Oracle, in that case also SQL to SQL work.
yes, it will work, but it is not use the Oracle capabilities.
Oh, if source is Oracle, then in that case we need to say Oracle to SQL. Huh?
Yes, correct.
Okay, got it. Yeah, this is the main thing for me to understand, right, Prem? And this is
Yeah,
very important.
yeah.
Hmm.
Now go with the PDF.
Yeah.
IKM, you see IKM, we want to have incremental update, control append. Control append is only it can add at the end, it cannot do the update. Whereas the incremental update, it can able to update the record also. The IKM Oracle, I want to have the IKM Oracle incremental update.
Incremental update is nothing but,
Inserts and
eh,
updates.
okay.
Whereas a control append is only inserts, no update.
Oh. Got it. Inserts and updates. It is only inserts. So, okay. Inserts in the sense of it doesn't replace, right? Only it will add. Only inserts as a new records. It doesn't
Yes.
remove the existing records. Correct?
Yeah. It won't remove, it won't update also.
Okay.
Now import those two knowledge modules.
Okay.
Oracle incremental update, SQL control append. I came. I came.
I came here.
Space. I came space. You can type also. I want to have from the Oracle. I came Oracle. Incremental update. Can you see?
Yeah.
That is the one I want. And another one is I came SQL control append. I came SQL control append. I came SQL. Is there already done?
Okay.
Okay, last one. Now we got LKM, we got IKM. Now we want to have the CKM. CKM. Delete everything and type it. CKM space. You can see SQL is there, Oracle is there. Go with the CKM Oracle. That's what we did.
Only Oracle is
CK,
required, right?
CKM SQL also you can go with the CKM SQL. CKM SQL we can use it for the MySQL.
Okay. LKM. And this, I guess LKM file to SQL, we have not selected LKM file to SQL. Okay, we
First we
selected.
first we selected that one.
Okay, okay.
Click OK. Now all these knowledge modules will be imported. Even later also we can import it.
Okay, okay.
Click OK. It shows as a report and go ahead with the report. It will close it. If you want to have a report, we can have a report. What knowledge modules we are importing it.
Okay. This can be relooked next also. If I'm closing now, can I refer in future this report?
No. If you want to have the future, you need to go with the save.
Uh-huh.
Save
No,
and
no.
we,
Whatever I'm seeing this screen, no, I can see anytime
the,
this screen.
no. This report screen you cannot see it. If you want to see
Uh
this report screen, you need to go with the save button. Click on the save button and you need to save, then we can see it.
huh. It will save somewhere. Huh?
Yes.
I can say report
Knowledge
reference.
knowledge
Knowledge,
modules
ah, knowledge model report.
and go with
Can I,
the magnifier icon. You can use it in the documents it's creating.
it will create. Okay.
In my doc. Okay, let it be. Let it be. Create it in my doc.
Okay. You want me to give the name?
Yeah, yeah.
Knowledge model KM report.
And saving format, you can see the top saving as XML drop down
Oh, oh, oh.
HTML. By that you can see as a HTML report.
Mm-hmm. Okay, understood. Can I
Click
click on
OK.
OK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can go to the My Documents and you close it. Close this report. Go to the My Documents, File Explorer,
File Explorer.
My Documents.
Yeah.
Table port. Open with the browser.
Oh, nice. Got it. Okay, we can save to our local thing, then we can. Okay, understood. I think, yeah, one second.
You share the screen now. I'm able to
Yeah,
see your screen.
yeah, to give you control, I need to stop the sharing, then only I can give the control or
Yes, yes. Not the control. You are trying to give the control, not the control. You need to make me as a presenter.
presenter.
As
Okay.
if you go out with the name. Okay. Otherwise, let me like that. I need to create the project and import the knowledge modules what I required. Next, I need to create the model. A model is based on your database. Under the model, we are going to have the data stores. It is based on the tables in my database. How we are going to create this data stores by using the reverse engineering process.
Okay.
As you know, the relational database, we have the tables, columns, primary key columns, those all.
Mhm.
As we are going to, as relational database, what we have a table, as we are going to do the reverse engineer and create a data store, as what we are calling the table equivalent word in the ODA, what we call it as a data store.
Okay, okay. We are just on data store, we are calling for the tables.
Yes. And whatever the columns, as we call them as a attribute.
Okay.
And we have the constraints we have, no, like a not null, like that we have a constraint. Those not null constraint, we'll call it here as a mandatory column.
Okay. Okay.
The other and foreign key, which we call it as a reference. The foreign key column which we have, we call it here in the ODA as a reference key.
Okay. Okay.
And constraint in the database, which we call it here as a condition.
Okay.
Whenever as you do the reverse engineering, all the things we are going to be get created in my model.
Okay.
And we can have the models, we can define the filter, by that only the filtered data we can load it, and where we can able to get the model data stores from the different sources, and we can able to combine them and all those stuff. How we are getting this model? By using a process called as a reverse engineering process. And we have the two types of reverse engineering: standard reverse engineering and customized reverse engineering. Standard reverse engineering does not require the knowledge module. Only with the help of the JDBC driver, it can able to read all my table definitions and get you as a data stores in my ODI. Whereas a customized reverse engineering, we need to have an RKM knowledge module is required.